You know, when you don't have your teeth in your mouth and you overclose and how bad that hurts. Here we go, crafting with dentures. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Oh yeah. Does it look ridiculous? Maybe. Do I care? If I have jaw pain? No. It's like 20 bucks. If you know, you know. And the jaw pain is terrible. Jaw pain when you don't have your dentures in. I have an idea for this. Hear me out. I was laying in bed the other day and I didn't have my dentures in. I was sick, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my jaws hurt so bad. You know the overclosure you get when you don't have your teeth in? I'm not going to take my teeth out again, but you know, when you don't have your teeth in your mouth and you overclose and how bad that hurts. It messes up with this muscle back here, and it's pain. If you know, you know. Also, TMJ, if you have that or know somebody that has TMJ, have them watch this video because I have an idea that's inexpensive. I was going to say expensive. It's not expensive. Hear me out. So I'm laying there and I start thinking there's got to be an idea. There has to be something out there that we can afford because we are all broke. Denture wearers are broke. All right. So I am going to add thermoplastic beads to these and I'm going to show you how to do this. These are actually chewy toys. Maybe not toys, but this for people that have autism or adults with autistic problems that have chew problems. They made these for them. Here it is. I'm going to link it below on the Amazon. You will find this. So here we got all of these. And do you see the thickness of these? I'm thinking, there's got to be a way. There has to be a way that we can use these things to help our jaw pain, and there is. I'm going to show you how. So what we're going to do, I have these thermoplastic beads. They were in a bag. The bag broke. I'm going to put the bag up, picture here of what these actually are. Now, these are from Spain. They're safe to use in your mouth. They're non-toxic, lead-free, all the things. They actually use these beads for cosplay, making teeth and stuff and going to their cosplay. I don't know anything about that. If you do, you know. What we're going to do is I'm going to heat some of these a glob of these beads up. And on one of these magic things, we're going to put like a glob on the back of each side, put it in our mouth and bite down. And that's going to like put the space for our gums in there. I think it'll work. If you have a really small mouth, just this might work by itself. But for me, it does not, because I've had my dentures for like 4 years now and I have a big overclosure and I've got gum loss and bone loss and all the things. Pick any one of these, try them in your mouth. I'll do that. Try them in your mouth. I slobbered. Sorry about that. Try them in your mouth and see how they fit. This one looks like it's bigger than this one. I know it's going to look stupid, but hear me out again. We're doing this at our home. We're not going to go out in public with this thing hanging out of our mouth. If you're laying in bed at night and you're like, oh my gosh, my jaws are hurting, we're going to pop this in our mouth at that time. Nobody will know except maybe your husband or wife or significant other. But you know what? If it hurts, it hurts. I can make this one work. Yeah, I could probably make this one work. I could probably also make this one work too. I could. I could just put some like thermoplastic beads on the back of this one and make that work. Or I know I could make these work. But who wants two things hanging out of your mouth? Not me. But if you do, hey, do you. The good thing about these beads is they are remoldable. So if we screw this all up, we can just put this in the hot water and get the beads off of there and just do it all over again. Or you can get new beads and just do it again. So I'm going to get my thermoplastic beads and here we go. While my water is heating up, these are dental care, food grade silicone. So dishwasher and freezer safe. So even if you just had your extractions and want to put these in the freezer, that might be a good idea too. But here we go, crafting with dentures. That's what we do. That's what we do here. I've got hot water here. This is overkill. It's probably too big. I am going to grab a handful of these beads. Just throw them in this water. And they should go together eventually if the water's hot enough. You cannot put these beads in the microwave. So there we go. I'm going to just let those sit there Maybe I'll stir them around. But if you can see, they're starting to get clear. That means they're dissolving. And I can move the whole gop around. So we're just going to let this do its thing. And then I'm going to let it cool for a little bit and just grab a hunk and put it on each end because I know it's going to stay. I know it'll stay on there. That won't be a problem. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to pop this out of here. I got a big hunk. We're going to let it cool for a little bit and we're going to go from there. And for those of you that say, oh, these are made in a factory, I just sterilized them. I just put them in the hot water. You do realize that, right? So I'm going to take, probably not going to use all this, but I can reheat this to use it again. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to try to take equal sections of this. Take it apart. That looks somewhat equal, because we want to do this on both, oh my gosh, where am I? We want to do this on both sides equally. And we're doing both sides together because that is important for your bite. Both sides together. I am going to take this one. I'm going to kind of wrap this around here like this. And then I'm going to wrap this around here like this. Call me crazy. This is going to work. I already know this is going to work. All right, and then I'm going to put it in my mouth and I'm going to wait till it hardens. I'm put it in my mouth and bite down evenly. Evenly is the key. Oh, good God. Hold on a minute, we got too much stuff. See, look, we could screw this up and just redo it. Now, let me flatten it out a little bit. I probably have too much on this one. But do you see how nice that is? I probably could use less. It goes like, it's like taffy. Have you ever had warm taffy? That's what this is. All right, here goes. Okay, so do you see what I made? We're going to remake this because there's too much in there. I don't want that palette in there. That's too much stuff. So I'm going to take some off of this side and some off of this side. And don't ask me how much I used because I did not measure this. This is just an idea that I had and we're going with it. Okay, let's go with this much. All right. There might be more on this side. But, all right. But in the mouth, bite down evenly. I don't want them going together. Let me see if I can't. Let's do it like this. All right, here it goes. Okay, push it back if you have to. That's what I ended up with. I'm going to go run this under cold water. Can you see my ridge marks in there? They're there. You're going to have to play with this yourself. And it might take a couple attempts to do this. Oh, my ridges are going to fit right in there. I used too much. I'm going to probably end up taking some of this off. Is this a crazy idea? Yeah. But does it work? Yes. You can do it on this one, on these two, or this. Take your pick. Is this crazy, stupid? Maybe. But those of you that have this jaw pain in the back, know. If you know, you know. If you have TMJ, you know, you know. And you don't have dentures and you need your gum to come down to a stop. You need a stop, like, so it doesn't overclose. That's because the pain is real. Make yourself one of these. Heat the beads back up. Work with it. Don't use so much. Try it any way you want to, just to get it to work for you. And I think it's going to be all under 20 bucks. I'll link the beads. I'll link these beads, and I'll link these things. So one thing, look, there's a hole. You can even cut this off. You can even cut that off. But one thing, you might want to mark like in a marker L for lower, so you know it goes in a certain way. I'm going to remake this. So when I remake this, I'll tell you, This is good. This is good. There's too much on my cheek side. There's too much on my cheek side, so I'll take some of that off of there. And I would like a little more back here. Oh, heck. Should we make... Let's just remake it. All right. I got that one soaking in hot water. And I still have these beads down here. We're going to remake it onto this one. I don't want so much that it oozes around. We might want to let this sit out more. So maybe let this sit out for a minute or two before you put it in your mouth. That might be a better answer here. I don't know. Let's see. No, I'm going to redo it on this one. We're just going to keep a little here and a little there. Let's do that. See, you can't mess this up now, can you? No. Just play with it. We're going to put a little on the back. And a little on the back. So I have that. And I got more on this side, which I think might ooze. Okay. This is me first try here. All right, keep it more to the back. Let's keep it more to the back. That might be better. And we're going to bite down. Push it back. Yeah. All right. I tried to keep it off the lower, and I moved it to the upper. So you do what works for you. And see my ridge lines? They're in there. Oh, yeah. That helps. That helped for me when I kept it off the lower so much and put it more on the upper. Is this crazy? Yeah, but like I said, if you know, you know, and the jaw pain is terrible. It's terrible. Is it going to be perfect? Maybe not. Is it going to be helpful? Probably. See how I molded that? Can you see? I got a bunch there and a bunch there on the top. Oh, yeah. Does it look ridiculous? Maybe. Do I care? If I have jaw pain? No. So there's that one molded. Let's see if we can't get this out. This has been sitting in my warm water. And we can just pull this right off here and start over again. So, for me, keeping it more to the upper ridge and keeping out the lower so much, it feels better. And the farther back that you get it, it feels better. It feels much better. Now this one won't be so bulky. Try this one. But you got a lot of beads, you got a lot of these things, and holy cow, that feels better. If you know, you know. When you get it where you want it, put it in cold water. All right, there you go. All right, this is just an idea for you. If you have jaw pain, is it crazy? Yeah. Is it unconventional? Yeah. Are people in the comments, the dentist and everybody going to tell me, this is dumb? Probably. But you know what? It's like 20 bucks. So a lot of the dentists and people do not wear dentures. They don't understand the jaw pain. They also charge hundreds of dollars to get a mouth guard. Just try it. Try it. Just those two pieces back here feel much better. Honestly, give it a try. Here we go with mine. Look at it. It's getting white. I would go to sleep with this in my mouth because, honestly, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I might build this back end up a little more. Put it in ice water. I don't know. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. Get it right for you. You can't do this wrong. Like you just saw. You could remelt the stuff and take it off and do it again. Just play with it because it's working. All right, crafting with denture segment over. I do have other ideas coming, so stay tuned. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.